some space for Miss K. Hello, Miss K. Looking lovely as always and always ready and game to represent. Thank you very much, Miss K, for joining us here today. Let's give her a round of applause, shall we? Hello, hello. Yes. All right, Miss K, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having us here, and it is a very special night because we really want to talk to you about Special Olympics and what we do. So, yeah, where's mine? All right, so just to start with my presentation. So this is Sarah. She is now 39 years old. She has Down syndrome, and she started in Special Olympics when she was a teenager. 10 years ago, she was hired as an assistant teacher. And now, 2 years ago, for the very first time, a company hired her and has employed her permanently at South Star Drug. And then the next one, next athlete this is Delmer. He has been in Special Olympics for over 20 years. Through Special Olympics, he learned how to live like the rest of us. He learned the skills of being disciplined, being responsible, and then he was able to raise a family of his own. And then the next one. And this is Glenn. This is our football team. We call them the senior team because they're already in their 40s and 50s. They started in Special Olympics when they were also in their they were 15, in their early teenage life. And through Special Olympics, they became more responsible, they became more independent. So now, even if they don't have jobs because nobody has been hiring them, they still help Special Olympics in whatever way they can. So in Special Olympics, they are our athlete leaders, they are our assistant coaches, and I believe one of them is here. Nandito ba? One of our athletes is here. So that's Special Olympics. We use sports as our engine to change lives. So the mission of Special Olympics, we believe that when a society misunderstands and underestimates the capabilities of people with intellectual disabilities, opportunities are lost. Jobs that might be done go undone, chances for friendships that might be sparked pass by, and respect that might be won is lost. It is the mission of Special Olympics to show the world the true nature of people with intellectual disabilities. So we were brought up in a society wherein we look down on people with intellectual disabilities. When we hear this person has special needs, or I have a special child, automatically people would think that they cannot reach, they cannot go to a higher level. We think that they can only up to here, okay? So that's how we were brought up. So through Special Olympics, we are changing that perception, that negative perception about them, because we believe that given the right opportunities, given the right channels, they can excel, they have abilities, and they can live like the rest of us. So the goal of Special Olympics, as I shared, our athletes, is dedicated to transforming the lives of people with intellectual disabilities, empowering them with the opportunity to become contributing members of the society. So the examples earlier show you that Special Olympics, through sports, we train them. It is not just the sports skills that we teach them. It is actually how to live life. Okay, so through sports, they learn how to work, they learn how to raise a family, they learn how to, contribute just like you and me. Yeah.
Changing the world is a contact sport. And when it comes to changing the world, there are no better athletes than the athletes of Special Olympics. Every day around the world, Special Olympics athletes come to the playing fields to learn, to grow, to compete, and to win. The Special Olympics athlete oath embodies this spirit. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. At Special Olympics, we envision a world where everyone belongs, where bravery triumphs, ability emerges. Skills grow. Laughter invites. The human spirit is unleashed and the world is changed. One volunteer, one fan, one doctor, one teacher, one athlete at a time. Founded by Eunice Kennedy Shriver in 1968, Special Olympics is led by millions of athletes with intellectual disabilities in more than 170 countries, each embodying the beauty of difference. And Special Olympics athletes compete in over 80,000 competitions a year and World, Winter, or Summer Games every 2 years. Special Olympics is an everyday opportunity to make a difference in the world, bringing together people of all abilities to create a world of respect and inclusion. We're a global network of families who share inspiration, hope, and understanding. We're coaches, volunteers, and community builders, reaching out to children and adults who might otherwise be forgotten in some of the most remote parts of the world. And though sports is our engine, Special Olympics is so much more. We're changing the world in many different ways and in many different arenas. We're Special Olympics Healthy Athletes, the world's largest public health organization for people with intellectual disabilities. We're Special Olympics Healthy Communities, changing how governments, businesses, and policymakers address the unmet health needs of adults and children with intellectual disabilities. We're Special Olympics Unified Sports, helping to build relationships and understanding between people with and without intellectual disabilities. We're Special Olympics Young Athletes, unlocking the power of sports for the youngest children, ages 2 to 7, and their families. We're athlete leaders, trained and empowered, demanding respect and leading by example all around the world. Through the power and joy of sports, Special Olympics is revealing the champions in all of us. Come play with us. Together, we will change the world through sport.